Good morning, everybody. Look where we are. It's sunny. Look where we are. We're back on the Field of Dreams down in Cambridgeshire. Come down for a long week. It's Tuesday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday today. I came down last night and stayed with my mum for a few days. Then it's Detectable on Friday. We're going to head down to Hertfordshire near Baldock, so it's not too far from here. I'm going to meet up with Gareth and Ash and a few others, Adam. Probably going to be camping with them. Not sure what's going on with that yet, but we'll find out in a couple of days. But yeah, thought I'd spend a couple of days on the Field of Dreams. It looks lush. It's been cut. It's been rolled. It's like a carpet. It's fantastic. The weather has been a bit, looks a bit iffy. It's been raining a lot, so hopefully the ground's nice and conductive. It's supposed to rain a bit later today. We're also, in about 45 minutes, due a fly past from the Red Arrows just over there. So hopefully, I've set an alarm. Hopefully we'll get it on camera. That'd be really cool. I love watching aeroplanes flying over, but yeah, 9 of the Reds going over. I think it'll be a bit more in the distance, so I don't think they'll be too close, but we'll see what we can get anyway. And yeah, let's go kit it up and we'll see you on the first target. Okay, first target of the day, apart from a little bottle top, is this little piece of lead. So nothing exciting, but that is a tiny piece of lead, and it was found at about 6 inches deep. So the ground's looking good. Haven't gone too far so far, and the Red Arrows are actually due over in about 5-10 minutes. So it's going to be a gorgeous backdrop. They should be coming over from that direction, going that way. So hopefully I'll catch them. If not, then we'll carry on. All right, looks like they're on their way. Not sure whether they're going to be coming this way or not. We'll find out soon. Little bit of an anticlimax, but there they go. Always fun to see them. Oh, there's some smoke as well. Fantastic. Our own little special fly past. See if we can get in a bit closer on these guys. It's a bit windy. Wonderful. I've had a couple of really good signals. Unfortunately, they were both these massive nails. I've got 2 of these now. Such a perfect signal on the Manticore as well. Oh well, not doing too good so far. Been here about an hour. Yeah, let's carry on. Okay, here's first find of any sort of note, and it's a big bit of lead. Pass. Maybe a weight of some kind. Not sure, it's just starting to rain as well. Lovely, we've got all that coming. I had a bit of an iffy signal here. I don't know, maybe a button. Could we have a bit of button porn for Digger Dan's competition? Not sure actually. There we go. Do have a button with a bit of pattern. Okay, been here probably 2 hours now. Is that our first coin? Possibly. No, it's not. Give that a clean. That could be a trade weight. I'm not sure though. Could be. Let's get that clean, see if there's any detail in there. Okay, giving that a quick clean and a wash. There's no markings or detail in it, which there would normally be if it was a trade weight, but I'm still going to go with trade weight. Nice. Yeah, happy with that. On to the next. Okay, here's the next one. It looks like a little glass of wine. No. Maybe a hinge of some sort. Looks like quite hingy on the edge there. Get that to focus. I'm sure I've seen something like this before, but I'm not too sure what it is, so let us know in the comments if you know. Yeah, on to the next one. Right, here's the next one. It's like a bit of broken buckle. Not having the best luck so far. It's just gone 12 o'clock. We'll keep going. I know this field sometimes takes a while to get warmed up. Right, next one's just popped out. Looks like it's a button. It's not a bad button, as buttons go. It's got a shank and it's shiny. On to the next one. Clouds are looking a bit moody again. And we're on to something. This one was a bit confusing. It sounded like a double target. One just there and then one to the right of where I'm stood. It's greeny orange. Let's see if we can get it out. Very thin. Is that a jeton? Don't think it's a hammered. Oh, I think we might have a jeton. Let's give that a gentle clean up. Okay, I've given that a quick wash. I can't really see a lot of detail. I think there is something there though. I'm pretty sure this is a jeton. It's very, very thin. Something around the edge, maybe on top left corner. Not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's a jeton though. So awesome, that is the best find we've had today. Let's carry on. Gonna call it a day there now, guys. We've been out for about 7.5 hours, and to be fair, the last hour and a half we've had virtually nothing. I've had a few bits of scrap. We had a big rusty nail. Had like 5 big rusty nails there. I'm gonna say they're Roman, just to say we found some Roman. But we did have that nice jeton, a couple of buttons, a few other bits and pieces. I might do something which I never thought I would do. Tony's coming out tomorrow, and I might give him a ring later and just say, should we go on a different field? Because we've got, you can see that field there, and then we've got a few fields further over there. But this field's really quiet. I don't know why. I think I do know why, actually. Tony's been over here recently, I know that, but there's been another detectorist on this permission, and I've got a feeling they've both probably been coming over here. I mean, this is the Field of Dreams. They've probably both been finding stuff, so it's only natural, fair enough. But yeah, so we might not come back here tomorrow. It's just been very, very quiet. I mean, we've had a few signals, but not as many as we would normally have. I think the ground needs a good ploughing, to be fair. It's probably been turned over, but I think it really needs like a deep ploughing, and it must be due fairly soon, to be honest. I think farmers tend to plough their ploughed fields every 5 years or so. We must have been coming over here about 5 years, I reckon, by now. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. We might go straight into part 2, or it might be a new episode, depending how tomorrow goes. So we'll see you in a bit. Good morning, welcome to part 2 of our trip down to Cambridgeshire. We are out on this field today. Tony just turned up, and unfortunately he's pulled a muscle, so he's not going to be out detecting with us today, but he did come down and say hello, bless him. But he is coming to detectable. He just doesn't want to aggravate his injury any worse, so that's quite sensible of him. But he reckons this field's got a few hammies in it, so around this area here. Apparently there might be like an old crash site or something further over there, so we're going to try and avoid that because it's just full of aluminium apparently. Might head over, just see if we can wheedle anything out, but I've got a feeling it'll just be digging trash all day, so we'll try and avoid that. And then we do have the field behind the telegraph poles over there as well, so got quite a lot we can go at. Probably spend a few hours on this field. If we're not having much joy, then we'll head over to the Field of Dreams, which is just further over that way. And yeah, we'll get going now, and we'll see you on the first target. Okay, had a couple of targets so far. Sort of terminal mounting plate or something, whatever that is, and then a little button. Just had that up. All right, let's carry on. Right, I'm hoping the audio comes out okay today. It's very, very windy. There's a big storm coming, and it's already starting to hit. I think this weekend's going to be a bit iffy for the weather. But anyway, I think we might possibly have a hammered coin. Came in very, very low. It was like 13, 14, and it popped straight out. I have had a very quick look. I haven't actually confirmed it is a hammered, but I think it is. It is. You see the markings on it there. Oh, fantastic. Only been here 15 minutes and we're on a hammered coin already. Get in there. Oh, I'm well happy with that. I'll have to see if we can straighten that out when we get home. I'll give it a quick clean. I don't think we're going to get much more detail off it, but I will give it a quick squirt, and if there is, I'll come back to you, but otherwise we'll see you in the next target. Okay, so I'm walking this line. I've just come across a sunbather. It looks rather nice. Literally just sat there like that. I haven't had a look yet. It looks silver from here. I could be wrong. Let's have a look. I mean, it's probably just a button, but that's pretty awesome. It was literally just sat there. Amazing. Right, let's have a quick look. Not sure it's silver actually. No, it's not silver. I think it's a half penny. That's still awesome that was just sat there. I think it's King George V. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, I think I got a date on it. I think it might be 1917. I need to double check that. It's really... Actually, I think it might be 1927. Is that two there? More water on that, I think. Yeah, it's either 1927 or 1917, which would make it George V. And I'm pretty sure that is George V. So, awesome. Yeah, been here half an hour. 2 coins already. We're off and rolling. It's already better than yesterday in terms of, well, good items anyway. Right, let's keep going and we'll see what else we can find. I'll tell you what, kneeling down on this field is not as nice as the field yesterday. Right, got another low target and we've got a disc-shaped object in the hole, just there. So, coin or button or something else. In the sun. I think it's a button actually. Yep. Ooh. Well, that's nice. I'll tell you what, we've found some proper contenders over the last couple of days for Digger Dan's button pawn competition. I'll be submitting that. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, this next one up. I have no idea. It's very, very old. Very green. Very crude. When I dug it up, I did maybe think part of a fibula leg, but I'm probably clutching at straws there. I mean, this area does have Roman stuff in it. Haven't found any Roman coins in this field yet, since I've been here, but just down the road there's lots of Roman. Not too sure. Any ideas? Drop it below in the comments. But I think that is very old. Right, on to the next one. So when I first got here, Tony said that side of the field, he reckons there was like a plane crash around World War II era. There used to be a World War II base near here. Because there's just a load of aluminium, and I've been finding scrappy bits of aluminium like that. So it's been getting more and more as I've been moving across the field. So I was sort of thinking I might just head over the other direction because I'm getting more and more of those pieces. But I thought I had another piece of that, but I don't. It looks like a coin. It looks like a silver coin as well, but it looks blank. That looks completely blank, doesn't it? Is it a button? Can't see anything on it. We'll have to silver test this for sure. Alright, let's just give that a quick clean. I don't think there's anything on it though. I think we've got ourselves a big Willie here. William III. Just see a little bit of writing at the top there. And you can just about make out his bust. Nothing on the back, unfortunately. It's been rubbed clean. I think this was probably an attempt at a love token originally, or it was going to be, but it would take that all day long. That is 100% silver. and that is fantastic. We're having a pretty good day so far. Right, let's carry on. Okay, next one up is a little piece of buckle. I tell you what, this ground is a lot harder to kneel on than yesterday. I'm glad I'm wearing trousers, but oh, it's hurting my knees. Not much fun. It was really sandy yesterday. It was lovely, but it's all right. I'll take that. Found a piece of buckle yesterday. Now I've got another piece. We'll find a big full-size one. All right, on to the next one. Okay, just thought I'd pop back to the car for a spot of lunch. Got myself a bag of crisps and half a sausage roll. It's funny, I just propped up my detector on the side of the car like so. And then I saw it starting to slip like that. I went to grab it and ended up punching this lean corner. Just cut my finger. Ow. It's dangerous, this lock, you know. Never mind. Having a pretty good day so far. Enjoying myself. Well, just up until I've just punched my car and cut my finger, but I am tired. Right, I've left my shovel out on the field, so I know where I was, and I'll just keep banging up and down. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going back to the Field of Dreams because we're actually finding stuff here, and I think I've only actually ever been on this field once, but I was on the other side, and all I was finding was aluminium trash, which is obviously part of that plane crash, so or whatever it was. It's not green waste, so definitely something happened there. It'd be interesting. I might try and do a little bit of research on that. It's weird digging up bits of possible plane wreckage because you just wonder what happened and if the pilot survived and you know what the circumstances were. Was it German? Don't know. Yeah, so it's really interesting. But anyway, gonna have something to eat and then we'll carry on. I'm gonna be finishing up here at about 3:30ish today, which is in about 2.5 hours. So my sister's coming over to my mum's house, so I need to go back and be social and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll carry on in a bit and see what else we can find. It's been a while since the last find, but we've got a button. And it's not as nice as the other two buttons, but it's still a button nonetheless. Okay, this one sounded a bit odd. Sounded sort of bloopy bloopy. That's the best way I can describe it. But we've got a really thin edge. Is it a button? I think it's a hammered coin, you know. It is. Wow, 2 hammer coins in a day. Fantastic. Right, let's get that clean. There we go. Is that Queen Elizabeth? I think it's a Lizzie. It's in remarkable condition, apart from the crack at the top. I couldn't tell you. Hello, does that mean it's a London mint? I'm not sure. I'm not very good with hammer coins, I must admit. Even though I used to find loads, I never really studied them like I probably should have. It's a long cross, I know that much. I think LON means London. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm pretty sure that's a Lizzie. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But that is fantastic. 2 hammers in a day. I'm well chuffed with that. That is in really nice condition, apart from that horrible crack. But apart from that, that is awesome. Great. Well, we're going to head off in about 10 minutes, so let's see if we can get another one up before we go. I think we've got a lot of rain coming, and we're not too far back to the car, although I'm kind of thinking I might hang around a little bit longer after finding that hammered coin. Anyway, here's the next one. It was quite a high tone. I think got another half penny. Well, this one looks very crusty. Try and get that quick clean, see if there's anything on it. Might have to run in a second though, because that is not looking very nice. Right, let's get that clean, see what we got. Okay, pretty toast, unfortunately. I know you might be able to make a bust out there. Not too sure actually. Just about make out Britannia. Can't get a date on that though. Maybe another George V? Can't really see. Try and clean up better when we get home. On to the next. Okay, this is probably going to be the last one. It looks like another coin. Another halfpenny shaped coin. Pretty sure that's what it is. A bit like the last one. It looks a bit crusty, but we'll try and give it a clean. There we go. Just to prove to you I didn't film the same coin twice. Blank. So 2 blank, crusty, probably half pennies. Slightly different size, so don't know. What could the eras be? George III, maybe? Not sure. I'll try and clean that better when we get home. I don't think we're going to get anything with this one, though. It's pretty done for. Right, almost back at the car now, so probably this is going to be the last one, but if not, we'll see you on the next one. Otherwise, we'll see you at the roundup. Well, that was a much better day, wasn't it? We'll have a little look at what we found in the roundup in a second. But I really enjoyed myself today, and I think the buzz is definitely back. I've been thinking about it a lot, just wandering around down here. It's not the hobby of detecting that I've fallen out of love with. It's these fields. Just heard a noise behind me. I don't think anyone's there. It's these fields, basically. The history in Cumbria it's not as rich as down here, and maybe we need to go out and find some new permissions. I do have a new permission actually up in Cumbria. Me and Marie have been playing poker recently, and a guy who we play poker with, he owns some of the fields near where we live. Unfortunately, there's some work going on them at the moment, so we can't get on there, but he said as soon as the work's done, we can get on there. So that's good. We'll have a look down there, although he thinks we won't find much, but you never know. I keep getting told that. We took the dogs to dog training the other night, and they've got some big fields around there. And I said, oh, do you know who owns these fields? And she said, well, yeah, but you won't find anything. But you just never know. You never know, do you? So there's always going to be something. But yeah, back to the history down here. Like, it's second to none. I mean, 2 hammered coins today. You've got fields over the back there that are just full of Roman stuff. I mean, there's some fields over there that we tried to get permission in. Recently, I rang up the farmer because it's a different one to my permission, but they're tenant farmers, so they wouldn't allow metal detectorists on. So it's a shame, because I bet that field is just full of gold. Well, full of, good stuff. When I say gold, I mean the good stuff. But, it's always a pleasure every time I come out down here. We've had the weather today. It's been windy but it's been dry, which is good. I don't mind a bit of wind, as long as it's dry. So onwards to Detectable. That is coming up next. Really looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing all the friends and the detecting fam. Everyone. It's going to be good this year. I'm really looking forward to it. And the land, it should be as good as it was last year. It's just down the road from last year. And last year we had a couple of Roman coins. We didn't do too amazingly well on the first day. Well, we had a couple of hammer coins, so we did do well. But that was kind of it. And a lot of people were moaning that there wasn't a lot about. But then last year we found a field full of Roman coins. And I don't know if you remember, but I just kind of hung around for an extra hour or two. I was supposed to be heading back early, but I couldn't leave with all those Roman coins. So that was really exciting. Hopefully we have the same this year. But you will have hopefully seen already how we did it Detectable. Hopefully I'll be back out soon, hopefully on the new permission in the next couple of weeks or so. If not, I will try and get out on our normal permissions. It's been a bit tricky at the minute. Marie started a new job the other day, so finding time when we're both off and can do things together, it's a little bit tricky. I know I can go on my own, but the trouble is when she's out working now, she's going to be working all sorts of days, including weekends. So they don't have to look after the dogs, but the dogs get a little bit anxious on their own. So I don't want to leave them any longer than we need to. But yeah, we'll come up with a plan. We'll try and do some more detecting up in Cumbria. Otherwise, hopefully I'm going to come down here again in the next couple of months before Christmas anyway. So I need to go visit my dad. So I'm definitely going to come back down here for a weekend. And I think I'll come back to this field, because this field seems to be where the action is at. So let's head to the roundup and see what we found today. Right, so these are the goodies from the last couple of days. We sort of started out with this. I'm thinking it's a trade weight, but not too sure. Someone mentioned maybe the back of a pocket watch, but it's not that big. It's only about, look, I can actually use my size guide. It's about 25mm diameter. So I think that would be a bit small for a watch. But we've had a few other little things. I still don't know what this is. Hopefully somebody can let me know in the description, in the comments down below. Buttons, a few buttons, quite a few buttons actually. This little piece today, which I'm not too sure if it's silver or not. I don't think it is now I look at it again, but you never know. I'll have a check when we get back. Cool little silver willy. Well happy with that. Shame it's so blank. I think this was probably intended to be a love token, and they've just rubbed it completely clear. That's what they used to do, and then they used to bend them, didn't they? So that was pretty cool. More buttons, a few half pennies. That's from these 3 from today. And then we had that little hammy. That was pretty much the first thing we found, I think, wasn't it? Was that the first target? Can't can't remember, but that was just after Tony had said, go and check out this area. So we had a little jetten. I'm pretty sure that's a jetten. There is some detail on there, but you're gonna have to clean the crusty bits off when we get home very, very carefully. A couple of button pawn eligible items there. Digger Dan does love a bit of button pawn. There's the other one. Oh, very nice. And then our little Lizzie today. Probably find of the trip down to Cambridgeshire so far. Made up with that. That's really nice. So I'm going to head to Detectival now. Thank you very much for watching the last couple of episodes, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.